guys, as you can see on the thumbnail, today's video is very important to all businesses, but especially for those of you that are in the appliance repair industry. How to grow your business in 3 easy steps, and this is just part 1. I am going to show you how to crush your competition, save thousands, and how to get cheap appliance repair leads. As you can see on the first thumbnail, know your competition. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. You need to know who you're competing with, and you need to know some things about them. Like, for number 1, in your area, who are the top appliance repair companies? How did you find them? Did you search the internet? Did you Google your phone? Did you get online and they popped up in the Google ads or the Google local business? You need to know that when you are out there trying to grow your business, and all of us know we have competition. But don't be afraid of competition. Competition can actually help you. Like I just said, how did you find them? When you went out there and started looking for appliance repair businesses, who showed up? Who showed up in the top 3 of the Google search? And that's important, guys. For those of you that don't know a lot about how SEO works and advertising online works, if those guys are in the top 3, they're doing something right. And you need to know what that is. What keywords are they using? What phrases are they using? When it comes to your competition, what are their service charges? What are their repair charges? All of that works in your behalf if you, I should say on your behalf, if you know how to use it. If you know how to use it, you can use that to your advantage. Lastly, about knowing your competition, what can you do different than what they're doing? You might be one of those guys that also offer vent cleaning. You might be one of those guys that created preventive maintenance plans. There are 1,000 ways to be different than your competition, than just repairing appliances. So again, knowing your competition is to your advantage. You need to know who you're up against. What exactly are they doing to be in the top 3 or one of the top companies? We're going to talk about that more now. Point number 2, provide excellent customer support. Now, I know most of you think it's not that important, but I cannot begin to tell you how many times when I went out on a service call, my appearance mattered, my mannerism mattered, ma'am and sir. I never forget almost every call, or quite a few calls, the ending statement would be, "This was a pleasant experience." I don't know what they were expecting, but you all have had people to your home, service guys. Some of them are rude, crude, some of them don't look professional, a lot of them are not on time, and that's what we want to talk about first. Your professional appearance, that is very important, especially in this day and time. In my area, I serviced a lot of seniors, especially senior women. If they look out of that door and they see a person that's not professional, don't have on a company shirt, blue jeans, clipboard, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to let you in. And usually they'll give an excuse like, "We called another company. Who are you with?" All they're really saying, guys, is you don't even look the part. You're definitely not getting in my house. Another point about providing excellent customer support, being on time and notifying them when you're en route. That's important. People like to be notified. And especially with technology today, you can send a text, you can send an email, you can send it any way you want, but you can let them know that you're en route, even if you have to make a phone call and give them an estimated time of when you're going to arrive. This happens with a lot of new techs. Customers are going to have questions. You should expect that. But you need to stay professional. You need to explain on a level that they can get it. Sometimes it's because of you that they have a lot of questions. If you look like the type you have no clue of what you're doing, you don't have the appearance, you don't have a tool bag, you don't have a clipboard, then quite naturally they want to make sure before you start troubleshooting and diagnosing and repairing this appliance that you know what you're doing. But the bottom line with the questions, make the customer feel at ease. I always like to go in, shake a hand, yes ma'am, no sir. And then when I got to that appliance, I included the customer. I might say something like, ma'am, what's the problem with the appliance? A washing machine won't spin. A washing machine won't drain. And then we talk a little bit, build a little rapport. And then another tip that I give my students is I would keep the customer informed as much as possible. Customers love that. It makes them feel at ease that you know what you're doing. And then one more tip with customer support, I would let them know what the problem is, of course, before you give them the price on what it's going to cost to repair it. So again, throughout the whole customer support process, you should be keeping them as informed as much as possible. Third point, get positive reviews and testimonials. This is a much overlooked advertising. It's cheap, but this type of advertising is worth its weight in gold. Customers don't care how much you advertise. They prefer that company or that individual that was referred by what they call a credible source. Be it a Nextdoor app in a community, be it a Google local review, be it a friend or a relative. You want positive reviews. I know some people think that positive reviews are not that important, but they are. There is not enough money that you can spend on advertising that will outweigh a positive review. Google reviews. If you're not sending positive reviews to your Google local listing, you're cheating yourself. Because customers Google you. That's how they find your company. If you're not placing it on your website, you're cheating yourself. Because they like to see that testimonial section at the top of that website. See what people are saying about you. What kind of experience did they have? Were you rude? And then last but not least, I know a lot of you guys think that the BBB, Better Business Bureau, is not important anymore. It is, especially for seniors, especially for older people. A lot of people would call me and say, hey, are you a member of the BBB? And if you say yes, they go out and look at you. Or they go to the BBB just to find out a company that had the credibility of signing up with them, and then they get reviews from that company. Then last but not least, that some of you don't know, the BBB gives you referrals. I bet most of you didn't know that. I used to get a few referrals a month because they wanted someone to refer them to a company that had a A+ rating. But while I'm on that, there is a technique that you can use your cell phone and make it simple for the customer to leave you a review. Let me tell you why I said that. Most customers, most people will not go the extra step. You can tell them all you want, ma'am, sir, would you mind logging in to the computer, go to my Google local listing and leave me a review? Most will say yes, but they won't. The simplest way, and what I did for my students, is create a little hyperlink, and it makes them super easy. Most of the time, when I asked the customer for a review, I had the review before I got to my car, because I created a hyperlink. You can do the same thing. So I gave you 3 easy points on how to grow your appliance repair business. And some of those will turn into free leads. Now, of course, most of you know I have an ARMS course, Appliance Repair Marketing Solutions, that will definitely help you and save thousands. Because we teach you what the leads companies are charging you for. Hey, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, if you get a chance, hit the subscribe button, because as you see on this thumbnail, this is only part 1. So of course, part 2 is coming. As always, be blessed and be encouraged.